This is TinkerCAD. This is a web browser-based software. It's free to use, and it lets you do some 3D modeling. So we're going to use it to design a house. So this is our work plane. This is where we're going to do our building. I can adjust how I see it, so I can tilt it up, I can spin it around. I can get any perspective that I want with this work plane. So now to build my house, I'm going to start with a simple shape. That's going to be this cube. I'll make it bigger. I want a nice big house. Make it taller a bit. There we go. So this is nice, but it's one solid block. I want it to be hollow in the inside. So I'm going to go ahead and use this gray cube to make it hollow. Now all these tools might seem a bit intimidating at first, but once you experiment with it and get the hang of it, it's pretty intuitive and you can make some really cool stuff. Alright, so now my house is hollow, but I accidentally cut too far. I want it to have a floor, so if I lift that block up a bit, I can recut it out, and I'll actually have a floor. Much better. Now I don't want to get rained on, so I'm going to go ahead and throw in a roof, so I'll use this shape. I'm going to make it bigger so it'll cover my whole house. Alright, that looks really nice. So now I'm going to be making a window. I'm using the same block I used to cut out the interior. Alright, there's a nice window to look out. Next, I'm going to put in my door. So I'm going to cut out the hole for my door. Now I'm actually going to add in another block that I'm going to use for the door itself. So notice you can rotate. So that's what I did. I'm going to have it look like the door is open. Get it just the right size that I want. Now it'd be nice to have a door handle, so I'm going to go ahead and grab this. I'm going to make it really small. Then again, I can rotate this whichever way I want. Alright, then I'll change it to be red to match. I'm going to throw in one more window. Alright, then I can go ahead and spin it around. I can look at it from all the angles to make sure it's meeting with what I want it to look like. Alright, now the really cool thing is I can now export this design to a flash drive, plug that into a 3D printer, and print it off. In fact, we actually have a 3D print of this house right here.